Welcome back to the Creative Conversations, the Startup series. Today we have our next guest, Zoei from Dancilicious. At Dancilicious, it's a dance company in Dundee, and Zoe's mission is to make dance fun, friendly and non-competitive for all ages around Broughty Ferry and the Fintry area of Dundee. Their studio is a place where kids find confidence, they make friendships, and every dancer, no matter what age, is encouraged to do their best. Zoe works tirelessly behind the scenes to carve out the best opportunities for her dancers, helping them grow, perform, and thrive. So I'm so excited to have you today.
Oh, what a nice introduction. I didn't expect that.
Well, you do so much behind the scenes. So obviously that was a quick intro to your business. Is there anything you would add, or do you think that's...
No, I think that's fab.
Okay.
I love that.
So me and Zoe know each other because I have managed Dancilicious social media for over a year now. And yeah, we've done quite a lot together.
Yeah, we have.
Went to London, Paris. I've been to 2 of the shows now.
I feel like it's been longer than a year.
I know. Well, it'll be like a year and a half now. Yeah. So to start, we'll do like quick fun questions. So what did you want to do when you were younger? And did you know you would have a business? Like, have you always wanted to own a dance school?
No, I didn't think I would ever run a business or have a business. And yeah, I think I always knew I wanted to dance.
Yeah.
I was always more creatively into dance.
Yeah.
Than I was anything else. So yeah, always wanted to be in the dance world of some sort.
Yeah. What is your coffee order?
Oh, Americano, but with milk.
Yeah. Okay. And what is your most used emoji for your brand?
Love heart with the hands.
Yeah.
Pink heart.
I'd say pink heart.
Pink heart, love heart. And then, can I have 3? And 3 dancers. Yeah,
that's definitely yours. Okay, so I want to start like way back at the beginning, like, because the whole point in this is I feel like with podcasts it's all about, well, usually huge businesses, and they just speak about like their success now, not like way back at the beginning. So how did you get where you are now? Like, what jobs have you had leading you up to here?
Okay, I've got a long list. Loads. At school I was a paper girl.
What?
Yeah, 13, that was my first job. Evening Telegraph. And then I've worked in a bingo. I worked in the cinema. Loved that job because you got to see free films.
What cinema?
Do you remember the one? I'm sure it was Odeon
in Lockheed.
Yeah,
loved that.
Right
cinema.
in the corner. Yeah. I used to hold your light a certain way to lead people down the stairs. There was a lot of training in that. Also, I like doing the popcorn and hot dogs as well.
I've got a funny story about that. I went to see Spice World, the movie. Remember that?
Yeah.
There, because I went to primary school in Lockheed, and me and my friend went to the bottom of the screen and were like dancing with like we were in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved that cinema.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was good wee cinema. I made good friends there. Where else have I worked? And then I worked in Tesco, where I worked all through my dance training. Transferred down to Leeds, worked in that Tesco as well, and then worked in Topshop, and that then led me on to Tiger Lily.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I've had numerous jobs.
I didn't know you worked in Topshop.
Yeah, loved that job.
What one? The one?
The old one on, is it Moneygate?
Yeah, the Moneygate.
Yeah, like the main one at the time.
Yeah. You used to have to leave the overgate to go along there.
Yeah. And it was, they were great days. That was so bustling, that whole area.
Yeah, it's always busy.
Yeah. That must have been like 2007 maybe? 2005, around about that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you now own Dancilicious.
Yeah.
Where did the idea for that come from?
So it came when I worked for another dance company in Dundee full time, and I loved that job, but then I fell pregnant with the twins, so couldn't continue to work for them. Obviously then had the twins, and my contract expired when I was on maternity leave, so I technically had no job. So myself and my ex-business partner decided, let's just do our own classes
Yeah.
It's like, why not?
Yeah.
Who says you can't? So that's how Dancilicious began. Yeah. We decided, let's just do it. So we had one class in Barnhill in a little community centre there, that started on a Wednesday night, and it's just grew from there.
And I know the answer to this, but you can say it for everyone. So was it a side hustle at first?
Yeah.
So you had a job alongside it?
Well, technically no, because when we started it started in 2010, so the twins were just one or just over one. So it was a way to keep dancing, get back to something I loved.
Yeah.
However, when the twins then went to school, because childcare is obviously so expensive, so it really just helped me provide a little bit of extra income that then put them into childcare.
Yeah.
So
busy,
yeah, but I got to do something that I loved. And when they turned 5 and went to school, Billy, my husband, was like, right, you need to get a real job. Real job? This is a real job. Well, no, I had to go and get a real job. So that's when I started working for Tiger Lily.
Okay.
Because it was an income that was more regular, obviously getting paid monthly. It wasn't just a week to week income. So it was definitely a side hustle.
And how did you make the jump from side hustle to it being like your full-time job?
When I opened the studio.
Okay.
That was when that transition happened. I didn't expect, I always knew when the dance school was, 10 years old, I thought, me and my business partner both wanted our own studio. We thought that would be amazing. How good would that be? And it would be. But then she emigrated to Australia, and I was like, well, I really want to do this.
Yeah.
So I took the leap and opened a studio and continued to work entirely at that point, but it was too much. The studio was just getting busier and busier. So something had to give.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's when it was no longer a side hustle and it was everything or nothing. Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of people, when they speak about their business journey, they miss out like the messy in between bit, right? So we've obviously had loads of conversations, so I kind of know you're messy in between, but when you were working at Tiger Lily and trying to juggle the studio, like what was it, like what was your messy in between like?
Yeah, I actually feel like that even the messy in between
was before
then, yeah. Bringing up the kids, working at night, working during the day, then, leaving your job, then going straight to dancing all night. That's just messy and chaotic, and you're dragging them from pillar to post. They were dragged along to all my classes, whether or not they wanted to be there, until we were able to get some support from Billy's mum and my mum and stuff. But yeah, that was probably the really messy bit where you're just living day to day because you're like, I need to do this and I want to do this and I just need to make it work, and that is messy.
Yeah.
But then that was then really messy when the studio opened and I couldn't be there because I was a manager of a shop.
Yeah.
And full credit to Debbie on that, because she really was so grateful. She was so good with me in terms of, I know that's your dream, but this is my dream.
Yeah.
So, and we've still remained friends now, and I was very much aware of, I don't want to let her down, but I need to do this.
Yeah.
So that was quite messy and a difficult transition, difficult conversations, because you don't want to I hate letting people down in any way. So that was quite messy, but it all turned out quite well.
And what do you, because people always focus on the after, so they probably look at Dancilicious social media, you've just took all your dancers to Paris, or doing it looks dead glamorous, amazing. What do you wish people knew more about that messy bit? What would you say to someone if they were thinking of creating a business, going through that?
I feel like be prepared to work really hard, harder than you ever think you're going to need to. But also ask for help as well, because people do want to help, whether that's family members or hiring a team. I think that really does help and get you through.
Yeah.
But yeah, people do maybe look at it from the outside and think, oh God, that looks great, or wow, they're doing amazing. But the graft that goes in behind that, and the Paris, I mean, that was probably 2.5 years of plan from
People just
me
don't realise
thinking,
that. Yeah.
can we do this? To not
Yeah.
having the confidence to think,
Yeah.
oh, I could do that. Could I go? No, I couldn't take my kids to Paris. To go, no, you can. That is a long, long journey.
Yeah.
And it was 4 days?
Yeah.
You know, but really it was a process over 2.5 years.
Yeah. And not even just the Paris was 4 days, but the parade was like an hour or...
Yeah, well, 20
minutes.
minutes, yeah.
Well, yeah, it was even an hour.
It was probably an hour for us because we were standing there with our cameras like
waiting.
When are they coming?
Yeah, it was just over.
Yeah.
It's all that planning.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that. I've said that before. Like, somebody said to me, how did you go from like part-time to being self-employed, like full-time? And the answer that always just comes to my head is like, I just worked. Like, there's
have to make it work.
Quick fix, nothing. I just put the work in.
Yeah.
So
yeah, if you want it to work, then you will do everything.
Yeah.
To get it to work.
Definitely.
I think, as well.
I think especially when you're passionate about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're going to chat now, Zoe, about your business and mindset. Okay. What do you think makes you a good businesswoman?
Sometimes I struggle to even think of myself as like a businesswoman.
Everyone said this.
Yes. Yeah, it is that, isn't it? It's, you know, it's an intimidating word as well, I find. Because when you think of business people, like you think of maybe big brand names or celebrities or something.
I think it's a really male name.
Yeah.
As well. Like,
yeah.
Just, yeah, I know.
Yeah, like when I watch The Apprentice, I love Karen Brady. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, can Karen Brady not have her own show, please? Because
yeah.
I love her. But yeah, I think I try and listen to people, and I think I'm quite open to other people's ideas or just what other people need.
Yeah.
To try and make the business better,
Yeah.
whether that's a parent and what they need for their child, or walking into the class and just maybe getting a vibe and going, oh, okay, I can notice something here that we need to do better in, or yeah, I just feel like sometimes that helps, but I don't know about. I know that I run a business.
Yeah,
I'm very
I
aware
would
of
say
that,
that
but
you obviously know Dancilicious inside out. Like, no one knows it better, which everyone's like with their business.
Yeah.
But you are very like, if I say to you, why are you not doing it like that, Zoe, you'll be like, oh yeah, you're not like, well, this is just the way that we do it.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's obviously how you've grown
Yeah.
so much as well.
Yeah, open to new ideas, definitely. And I think as the world changes, we change,
Yeah.
social media change, whatever, everything's going to change and evolve, and we have to
Adapt.
grow with it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're just going to get left behind.
How do you deal with conflict or like difficult days in business?
Better now that I've learned to take a step back and just kind of get a little bit of perspective. I definitely think working when I worked in Dancilicious, I was the manager, and that helped.
Yeah.
Loads. You know, you're dealing with staff, you're dealing with suppliers, and yeah, Debbie taught me a lot about just hold on, like just look at the picture here, just take a step back and
don't react.
Yeah, don't react. Yeah, and even sometimes, you know, we had an occasion where it was like something on social media, I can't remember. And it just, that your instinct is to like react and be like, I think, you know, someone was putting nasty comments or something up. Oops. And but yeah, it's like just don't react right away. You know, sleep on it if need be, because
take 5.
Yeah. I think it's important to try and even see it from the other person's perspective. Yeah. As well.
Yeah. Okay. How do you struggle to switch off, and like what do you do to switch off?
I watch Friends or Gilmore Girls.
Tell everyone how you get to sleep at night, Zoe.
I listen to Friends or Gilmore Girls.
With my AirPods in?
With my AirPods in, because my brain just doesn't switch off. I find it really, really hard.
Yeah.
And then over the last few years, I'm perimenopause, which I don't tell a lot of people about or don't speak about, and I know I should. I really struggled even more with my sleep, especially at night. So that just putting your AirPods in and just listening to something that your brain could just think of that and not work or business or replying to that parent or, oh, she left her school cardigan at dancing last night. Oh,
I'll need to do that.
Yeah.
I do that as well.
Yeah.
Even like I could have the most productive Sunday in the world, and then I get to bed and I'm like, oh, need to do this, need to do that, need to do that. Where Chris is just out like a light. I'm like,
yeah. So
sitting thinking.
Friends and Gilmore Girls is my sanctuary.
Yeah, love Friends and Gilmore Girls. It's also coming into Gilmore Girls season.
And I can't tell you, I've seen it so many times, but every time I watch it, I see something different.
Yeah, I've not watched it in ages, to be fair.
Right, spoiler. Did you know, seen this the other day, that, let me get this right, Anna, April's mum, you know how Luke's got this daughter, and April's mum, Anna, is also the same character as Jess's stepmom or dad's.
Oh,
what the hell? Blew my mind. So they're the same person and play two different characters in Gilmore Girls.
I'm going to need to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. Like they dyed her hair, she looks totally different.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't know either that, I forgot her name. Lorelai's mum, Kelly Bishop, but
yeah, what's her name in this show?
Emily,
yeah.
Was Baby's mum in Dirty Dancing? No. Did you not know?
No.
So, Dirty Dancing, the mum.
Yeah.
That is Kelly Bishop.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to Google that.
You need to.
I'll probably see when I
pause the podcast now and we'll do it in full because your mind will be blown.
I'm so bad at like remembering actors and actresses and stuff, but I'm sure when I see it I'll be like,
yeah. Like when you see her face, you then can't unsee it.
Who expected this to be a Gilmore Girls session?
Yeah, obsessed.
Okay, so obviously you're passionate about dance and you love it and you've loved it since you were a wee girl. How do you stop that, like, falling out of love with it because it's now it can be like a stressful job for you now? Or do you always still love the dance part? Yeah. I don't think I could ever not love it. Yeah.
I still teach the adult class. I still go in and teach other classes, and I do my Thursday like fitness class. And I think teaching the adult class, one, it keeps me young because they're all young and cool and trendy, and sometimes I go, is this cool? And then when I go in to just drop into the classes and see the teachers and the kids, I just stand there and I'm like, oh, that's amazing, I love that. And seeing them develop and grow and change, and seeing the teachers be creative and what they're doing and what they're doing with the kids. But I don't think I could ever fall out of love with it. Even when we went to Edinburgh, and there's never going to be a time, and when we went to London as well for the workshop, there's never going to be a time where I go, oh, I'm just going to sit at the back.
No.
I couldn't. I just couldn't. I feel like for as long as my body allows me to do it,
you'll do it.
I'm going to do it because
that's so good though. Because
it's a privilege to be able to dance.
And imagine you just sat at the back, then you're not keeping up with the teachers that are learning and stuff as well.
Because it's all learning every day. You're learning.
Everyone's different.
And taking these workshops and doing these classes, I'm learning the ways and it's not that I'm learning the steps. Do you know what I mean? No. I'm there, I'm having fun, and the steps are challenging when we do these things in London and stuff. And I'm like, wow, that's so hard, and I love to challenge myself. But I'm more looking at the way the teacher is teaching and the way she's describing things and the way she's just making every single person in that room feel seen, feel confident. It's so admirable. And I'm like, that's how I hope I teach, and that when the teachers come to these things, I hope that they also see it that way as well and go, oh yeah, I could, okay, that's a good way to explain that, or so I don't think I could ever not love it.
Okay, so we're gonna do a bit of real talk. What is one thing you love about running your business and one thing that drives you mad?
Okay, love is that probably that you're your own boss. But then that's a double-edged sword. Probably I could say that's also the thing that drives me mad, is that it's me that's got to make the decision. And I don't like I'm quite indecisive.
When we were in Paris, so I'm also quite like, that's fine.
Yeah.
But me, Zoe and Zoe's daughter Lily are quite on the same level like that. So we would just walk about the parks and just be like, oh, where are we going? Because Zoe was obviously following me, Lily's following us, and we're just like, like
an hour
walking
later,
past rides, like just not knowing what's
not done a ride, and we're like, oh,
we walked past that, like
turning round. Yeah, so I think I am laid back, and I'll easily follow people as well. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I love that I am my own boss, and I'm proud of myself for that.
Yeah.
So I do think I do love that. And yeah, but I also hate that no one can tell me what to do. Yeah.
What would you do differently if you were starting again?
Maybe take more risks earlier. Just maybe trying to believe in myself more.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I would try and do different. Because I do think everything happens for a reason, and sometimes it doesn't matter whether it takes you 10 years, 20 years to get to where you get to that place. And the journey that you take to get there is so important. But yeah, I think I would just maybe try and believe in myself a little bit more.
Yeah. It's funny that you say that, because I see how much you make the kids believe in themselves, and it's like we can't do it for ourselves. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, totally. Because you've not really got anyone there saying, you could do it.
Yeah.
No, you've kind of got to almost tell yourself that. Although you've got your family and your friends who are massive supporters and biggest cheerleaders and all that. But yeah, it's you that has to have that drive to go, no, you could do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So apart from that and having to make the decisions, what else do you think is the most challenging part of your job?
That it's really hard to switch off or take a week off or take time off, and setting boundaries to be able to do that. Say, no, I'm not going to look at my emails, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. So I feel like the anxiety even when I'm away on holiday, I've got this thing when I check my emails every day.
Do you?
Yeah. Do you know what, even just the ASOS, whatever emails you're getting in, I'm like, delete,
Yeah, I do that as well.
Yeah, in my personal, and then I just go, I'll just check that one. And
I've deleted the Gmail app on my personal phone, but I still log in sometimes on Safari just to see what's happening.
Yeah.
And when we were just on holiday there, I was like, I had such an urge to do it, and I was like, no, I'm not doing it.
Good for you,
I didn't do it, but I still feel really anxious.
Yeah. So I think it's sort of coming back to all these emails. So just do it for 5 minutes every day.
I know. Sometimes you're like, you want to switch off, and there's so much pressure about switching off. But then other times, if you just do it, it's better for you mentally. It takes it off you as such.
Yeah.
Are there any particular wins or things that you've done throughout the years with Dancilicious that you're really proud of and can make you realise this is why I'm doing this?
I think all the classes that we've added to the timetable, and we could only do that through the staff that I've got on. So there's 10 of us now in the team, and sometimes I'm like, how is there 10 people? But there is 11 if I include you.
Yeah.
And you just think, I think that's just massive, and that's only been from 2021.
Yeah,
that it's
huge.
It went from me to growing it that. So I think that's probably my biggest win, is creating the team. And I feel like now, we've got such a good team, just a great team. And some of them don't even see each other because they work on different nights. But I do think we've got a really good, positive team that are all so inspiring and encouraging in their own different ways. And that, that's a big win, because I think it's really hard to find people, because it's your business is your baby, isn't it? Everyone says that, and no one's ever going to love it as much as you do, or ever give to it their time and
So when you find people that you think are putting a lot into it, it's I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
And you do the shows every year.
Yeah.
So you get to actually, even, I think the first year went to the show, like got content. I'd never, don't think I'd ever been at a dance show before. So I was like, I didn't know what was going on. But then this year, when I seen them, like the dancers, I was like, oh, like even in Disney as well, like, yeah, it is such a rewarding thing that you do. Okay, so work-life balance. So Zoe has twins, Harry and Lily, and they're 16.
Yeah.
How do you manage running a business and being a mum?
So...
And Lily also works for Dancilicious.
Yeah, she also works for Dancilicious.
Yes.
So 10 years ago, it was, you were, like I say, you would just drag them to dance class. I would pick them up from school and they'd be right to a dance class with me. Or my mum would pick them up, or Billy's mum. But having the support of family members that are there to help you, I think you really do need that. Or having somebody who's going to help support you, because it's not a 9-to-5 running a business. It's especially not a service-based business like ours is predominantly evening. So that's when all our classes run. That's probably when the social media is at its busiest time, with parents messaging, asking questions.
Yeah.
So they're at school during the day.
I know, yeah.
And I know some people think, oh, what do you do all day? And I'm like, hun, there's a lot going on. However, in the evening, that's when now sometimes I try and go, I'm not working because I've worked all day on the business.
Yeah.
But there's still loads that go on.
And you need to make time for your kids as well, because you give so much to everyone else.
Yeah. And I feel over the years it's not been fair in that sense. I think I attended 2 parents' evening out there whole primary school.
Really?
Yeah. Because I had classes. Okay. And we didn't have a team of people. It was you didn't turn up. No one else was turning up.
Yeah. Wow. So Billy would go.
Billy was there at every parents' evening.
Because that was actually my next question. Like, I sometimes feel like with Owen, because I work for myself, it'll be like, oh, right, well, Danny could do that because she just works from home. But I suppose Billy probably picks that up a lot because you've got classes and whatever. Yeah, and parents' evening is at night. Yeah. So that's when my business is at its busiest. I can't just cancel classes because it's parents' evening. And I feel bad saying that because, you actually could if you wanted to. That's a choice that I made, but Billy's there. Yeah. And it's fine. But you do have that guilt. There's loads of things, I've missed over the years, because even if it's a dance show or there's a weekend, you've got something on, Lily would be with me and Harry would be with his dad. He'd be at football, I'd be with Lily. Yeah. So it is hard, yeah. Even though it's hard, like, what gets you up in the morning? Like, what do you love most? Like, when you wake up and you're like, right, I'm about to work for Dancilicious, like, what gives you a buzz? I don't feel like it's a job. Mm-hmm. I've never ever felt like this is a job. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, this is a slog. I think more when you're prepping for a big show or something like that, and you're hauling the costumes and you've got so much to do in terms of the prep of that, then that is hard work. But I don't feel like it's a job. I could get up and I'm excited. I'm excited to see, like, oh, we've got any new dancers joining us this week, what's happening. Or I'm excited because we've got our September show coming up, so that you're like, oh, can't wait for Monday to get into musical theatre, to see how their classes are getting on. Yeah. So there's always something, I think, to look forward to. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like. And then after that, it'll be like the festive, and then you'll start prepping for April's show. Yeah. It just continues. Yeah. And then we've got London again. Yeah. Yeah. So there's always something, and I feel like that the school has changed so much in the last 4 years because we've added more of these events, and it's more opportunities for the kids to perform, more opportunities for them to do things that are out with their comfort zone, as well as ours as teachers. Yeah, it gives them so many skills that they wouldn't get like at school and stuff like that. No. Yeah. And there's a wee preschool acro class that we just started that Lindsay teaches. And I watched them the other week. I've actually got a little video, and they're 3 and they're both carrying like these mats. Now the mats aren't heavy, but as a mum, I naturally wanted to go, girls, I'll get them for you. And I went, no, let them do it. Yeah, because they're
they're learning, you know, we could carry this together and we could do this, and you know,
that's so cute.
Oh, honestly, but yeah.
Okay, that's good. Your like inspiration. So, who's been your biggest influence or inspiration, like in business or in general?
In business, probably Debbie, influenced a lot by Debbie. And she's so good. Like I could phone her or I could message her and be like, Debs, and I've maybe not spoken to her for months.
Yeah.
Debs, and ask her a question about something
And
to
what
do with
she's
business.
felt is amazing.
Unreal. And now she's got 4 kids.
I know.
And she's still replied back to me. You know,
Super
maybe it
perfect.
takes her a day or two.
Yeah.
But there are times where I'll drop her a voice note and be like, Debs, just want to ask you something about this. And because it's business related, like she will like get back to me so quick. She's I'm so proud of her and everything she's done. And
definitely.
she doesn't ever, she's just, she's amazing. So yeah, I do really, I'm really inspired by her. And then I met a community of dance teachers online during COVID, and the girl running this community, Louise, she was amazing as well. So she ended up being my business coach, and really helped me with confidence and mindset and becoming a better version of myself. So they inspired me in terms of the business side of things.
Love that. Where do you see the business in the next 5 years?
Oh, that's hard because I don't want to give anything away. No, I want to definitely.
Well, I know one of them that you want to do. You would like more studios. Yeah.
That's always been my goal, is to have a studio in the Ferry that we've got in Findlay. That's just, you just walk into that studio and it's just such a good vibe. I just love it. It's so nice. I feel like it's such a safe space, which is what we wanted to create, where everyone could come and just, it doesn't matter if you're a good dancer or not, you know, we're here to have fun, and that's what I feel like want.
You've really created that though, like one from what I've seen being involved with Dancilicious, mainly in Paris, I would say, because obviously that was when I first seen the parents. Like they're just so appreciative for what you've built for their kids, but also like when you send up the feedback and stuff, like so many of them say it's like being part of a family. So you definitely created that. And I think even if your goal was just to do that for the next 5 years, that's amazing. Do you know
exactly.
what I mean?
I want the kids to just keep growing in themselves, and and just, it's exciting to see where it'll go. But having another studio would be amazing, just to create more opportunities, even for my staff, create more opportunities for them. I've just got a tailor on board part-time, and hopefully she'll be full-time soon, which is a massive leap for me. So that would be another big goal to have.
And then that gives you scope to like focus on the business and then growing it and things like that as well. Okay. What advice would you give someone that's considering like starting a dance school?
Just go for it. Or even if it doesn't need to be a dance school, business of any sort, go for it and just believe in yourself and be prepared for amazing highs and amazing lows as well. And just get through the tough times to get the good times. Because the good times don't always last, but then the bad times don't always last either. So I think just go for it. If you've got the belief and the passion, don't do something that you're not passionate about, because people will see right through it. I think. And people buy from people as 100%. Well. So,
and when you're not passionate for it, it makes the lows a lot lower, I think, because you can't see the point of it as such.
All I need to do is read one bit of feedback or a nice message to remind me that it's all worth it, you know. And even when we just had a dancer leave recently, and she's maybe been coming for about 4 years, but her mum was just so lovely, and we're like, oh, we're so sorry to hear she's leaving, like, we understand, you know, sometimes that happens. Dora's always welcome. She was like, I've absolutely loved being a part of this community and
that's
stuff. And
that's
totally, yeah.
I love that. Okay, this is a quick fire round, so I'm going to ask questions and you have to think quickly, like answer quickly. So,
Okay.
first one.
When I'm so indecisive, this will be good.
First one, dream collab, like
Ashley Banjo.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it was going to be diversity.
Yeah.
But I am here for that.
Or can I throw in another one?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to send him this podcast so you can listen to it. Reese, who owns the Theatre School of Scotland.
Yeah, that would be good. We actually remember we said that on the bus coming back from Edinburgh. It'd be so cool to do like a swap. Or, like a dance school.
Oh my god! I'm actually going to see him on Sunday.
There you go.
So I'll tell
that
him
would
to
be
listen.
amazing.
Yeah, definitely. I met Reese. He was doing a workshop at one of the business events I was at through a business coach, and I always like fangirled over him because he was just on The Apprentice, and I was like, and he was just so down to earth.
Yeah.
And he's another one.
Has he not just opened like a cafe or something?
Skinny Coffee. Yeah. I'm going there on Sunday as well. Yeah. Me and Lily, we're going to do a day trip through to Glasgow. We're going to Zara. We're going to Skinny Coffee. And then the Theatre School of Scotland are holding auditions for their upcoming pantomime Cinderella. And one of our students is actually auditioning for it.
That's amazing.
Amazing. So me and Lily are going to tag along and give her a little bit of support.
Love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay. What's one word that sums up your brand journey so far?
Oh, I don't want to say amazing because I always say amazing. Exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's
thrilling.
Yeah. Okay.
Emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah, emotional.
Okay, if Dancilicious stopped like right now, what would be your plan B job?
Oh God, I don't know. Be begging Debbie.
Lily would feel like you need a real job.
I know.
So,
if it stopped right now, I don't know. I'd maybe come and work for you, Danny.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll take you.
Thank you.
Okay, so with the creative conversation, I always feel like when I watch a podcast, there's always like amazing hosts and they obviously have amazing guests, but I'm like, I want to hear from like the host. So we're flipping the mic on me and you can ask me one or two questions.
So, has there been a client story that reminded you why you do what you do?
Yeah. I don't know if I can think of one client, but I feel like they're all so different and join me at like different parts of their journey. But do you know what? All of them do. I very rarely work with somebody that one off, and if I do work with someone one off, they usually come back for something else. And I feel like that's why I do what I do. Like there's so many people that do marketing or social media online, and that's great, but I feel like what makes us different is we really help you tell your story. Like I feel like I help you guys feel passionate about what you do, and that's when I first started working with people. I'm like, why are you doing this? So that if I know that, then it helps us in the marketing. So I feel like the long-term relationships that I've built with people remind me why I do what I do.
Yeah, because it's personal, isn't it?
Yeah. And I suppose like most clients are local. I've not really worked, well, I have here and there. But I like that because I have been able to get to know them. So yeah.
If you weren't doing this, what would you be doing?
I've worked in marketing for 10 years now. Obviously that's what my degree's in as well. So I probably would still be doing something similar, but I would probably be working for another agency or in-house for a brand, which would be amazing, and I've done that before. But I like that I can decide who I get to work with. And the reason I started Green Creatives is I realised with huge agencies that small businesses, they just don't have the budget to work with these agencies. So I feel like branching out on my own has allowed me to give people an opportunity to invest in their marketing. So I'm glad that I don't work for someone else. But if this disappeared, I would probably just do the same, but employed. Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on, Zoei.
Thank you.
I will put all Dancilicious links in the the podcast description.
Okay.
And yeah, if you've got a child in Dundee that likes dancing, that's where to
Come
go.
to Dancilicious.
Yeah. But no, thank you so much.
No,
I'm
thank you.
excited to see what we do together.
Love
for the
that.
next little bit.
Thank you for having me. It's amazing.